for 5 years. You made life in that small room, that prison, as nurturing and normal as you could.
Mom, I'm 5. You're 5.
So old now.
You chose to tell Jack that room was the whole world, that there was nothing else.
I wanted him to feel safe and that it was a great place for him to live.
This movie could be seen as a very sort of dark story, but in the end it is quite uplifting and it is hopeful. Why do you think that's so important for a film like this?
Well, I think that's really what the movie's about. I mean, obviously the setup of them being in room is an important aspect of the story, but it's not. It's more of the setup to the rest of the movie, which is about like freedom and liberation and love and closeness.
I would describe it as, you know, a very extraordinarily tightly bound love relationship, you know, under very extenuating circumstances.
It has a very dark premise, but actually it's not the story of an abused child. You know, nobody's beating or attacking this child. He's cocooned in his mother's love. And I think even though the film is you know, grueling and in some ways harrowing, I think it'll leave people absolutely uplifted because it's fundamentally a love story.
What I think is great about Emma's novel and what I hope is there in the film is that we use that situation to talk about all sorts of things, about parenting, about what it is to grow up and leave the mythologized world of your childhood and go into the cold, sort of scary reality of adulthood.
The first half of the film, when they're in the room together, as horrible as it is, she tries to make a good life for her son, and she's trying. And I think that's the spirit of the film, and the hopefulness is that even though these characters and this family is in such a really horribly painful situation has happened to them, there's a lot of human spirit and trying to figure out how to get the family back together.
You're impossible to talk to right now.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're not sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. You have no idea what's going on in my head.
Yeah, well, try me. I have asked you.
And then what? Then every time you look at me, that's all that you see?
When I look at you, Joy, I will see my daughter.
So when you originally wrote the book, did you ever envision it becoming a film?
I did. I had a strong instinct that this one would work well on film. Not that it would be an easy film, because obviously spending the first hour in a room is a technical challenge. But I had a feeling that the storyline and the kind of universality of it would work on film. If we found the perfect child, of course. I mean, that was the big if. You know, I thought, really, can we find a child actor who looks 5 but is capable of the kind of maturity of acting, you know?
Can you tell me all about Jack?
He's a little boy who was born in a room, so he doesn't know anything out of the room. It has a TV and an old bathtub that's so dirty, but it has so many drawings like on the wall. I just thought that the room was the whole universe. Good morning, lamp. Good morning, plant. Good morning, sink.
It is a kind of a cathartic emotional experience, or an uplifting one, I would hope. And it's a way of celebrating what's best about people by showing them for a while in a situation that's worst.
You're gonna love it.
What?
The world.